morning, I am Praram Vadahal. Let's begin with the main stories. Government attempt to illegally give permanent status to teachers appointed based on nepotism. As many as 46,000 teachers made permanent through illicit means. Officials at Nepal Airlines Corporation and Civil Aviation Authority resort to blame game over the trouble borne by passengers due to flight cancellation. Investigation to conclude on Thursday. Weak infrastructures mainly blamed for destruction caused by a storm in Bara and Parsa districts. Construction of permanent shelters rendered uncertain due to lack of government's coordination. And Watford secured their berth at the FA Cup final after 35 years, secure an exciting 3-2 win against Wolves in the semis, take on Manchester City in the title decider. Open competition is the foundation for recruiting candidates with actual capacity for any occupation. However, the trend of appointing teachers at community schools based on political affiliation and nepotism and making them permanent by holding internal competition has been on the rise. A total of 32,000 teachers have been selected through open competition in the past decade and a half. However, 46,000 teachers appointed by abusing power have been made permanent internally. At a time when the standard of quality education is on the decline, the government is still promoting internal competition instead of open contest. The International Relations Committee under the House of Representatives has directed the government to take back 150 ropenis of land invested for Hyatt Hotel in the capital. The committee has also called for immediate annulment of the rent agreement of 154 ropenis of land being used by the hotel. Likewise, the committee has alleged the Hyatt's management committee of decreasing the government's share out of a single-handed decision and has decided to correspond with the anti-graft body CIAA for further investigation into the matter. The government earlier had share of 39% for its investment of 150 ropenis of land for the hotel's operation. The share, however, has been recently decreased to only 9%. The parliamentary committee has also called for investigation upon the alleged investment of foreign bank in the bank's operation. A report prepared by the committee has claimed that the hotel's management committee has been lying about the accumulated profit aimed at garnering undue benefits from the government's investment. Moving on, a team formed by the government has been probing into the last week's incident of the cancelled flight of Nepal Airlines Corporation when the airplane's passengers were stranded for the whole night. The officials of the corporation and Civil Aviation Authority, however, have resorted to blaming one another regarding the incident. Dubai-bound Airbus 330 of NAC was cancelled on the 2nd of April after all 257 passengers had boarded. The cause of the cancellation has been cited as the plane was ready for takeoff 4 minutes after the airport closed at 10 p.m. for the night to allow runway repairs. Kathmandu Airport is closed between 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. every day for the first resurfacing of the runway in 35 years. Nepal Airlines offered to put up all 257 passengers at hotels in Kathmandu, but 163 passengers refused to disembark from the plane, saying they would not budge until the plane took off. The airline had to incur a loss of 1.5 million rupees to pay for overnight hotel for passengers in Kathmandu and Dubai. Miscommunication between airport officials and plane crew has been claimed to be the cause behind the incident. Domestic and international flights have been badly hit by the airport closure at the height of the tourist season. The investigation committee formed by the government is scheduled to come up with a report by this Thursday. The rainstorm that struck Bara and Parsa districts last week claimed the lives of 29 people. The storm completely destroyed more than 1,100 houses and caused partial damages on other 1,000 houses in Bara district alone. Technicians have concluded that the extent of damage can be attributed to the weak and non-cemented houses. Construction engineers visiting the affected site said that most of the damaged houses were built without adequate technical requirements. They have added the twister-like windstorm also caused more damages compared to other lower intensity winds. Majority of the district residents have been found to have built their houses without using strong and durable materials, both due to the lack of financial capacity and awareness. Now, the government's plan of reconstructing permanent shelters for the storm victims before the onset of monsoon has plunged into uncertainty even before initiation. The province to government has not only expressed ignorance regarding the federal government's decision to assign Nepal Army the reconstruction responsibility, it has announced a separate rehabilitation program on its own. The construction of temporary shelters for the ones who have been rendered homeless in the calamity is currently underway. Meanwhile, the government has formed a monitoring team under the coordination of Provincial Chief Secretary as per its decision to construct permanent shelters for the victims under Nepal Army's leadership. However, the province to government has also pledged to construct a one-story house to each affected family. The decisions made by the different levels of government without coordination and preparation has not only added uncertainty over the process, it has also raised doubts over the significance and investment regarding the initiative. The indecision in this regard would add to the plight of the victims, due to which both the federal and provincial governments need to work in a coordinated fashion to expedite the reconstruction works. Cotton and cotton-made products worth more than 4 billion rupees are imported in Nepal each year. Such imports are on an increasing trend with the decreasing cotton production in the country. However, the government corporation has remained passive with inventorying the domestic cotton in the storage facilities, citing lack of market. Cotton farming was in its prime in Banke, Bardia, Kailali, Kantipur and Dang of Western Tarai in the past. However, its farms have been rare in recent years. Farmers sold only 15 metric tons of cotton last year to this factory, which holds the capacity of storing and processing 3,500 metric tons. Farmers' interest in cotton farming dropped after the Butwal thread factory and Hitora textile industry shut their operations. While the production has decreased, the produced cotton is also struggling to find market. Cotton Development Committee is in a state of dilemma regarding finding market for the cotton produced by struggling farmers. Cotton worth 40 million rupees is currently in the storage of the committee. Despite the declining domestic production struggling to find market, cotton and cotton products worth 4 billion rupees were imported in Nepal last year. Recruiting individuals at Cotton Development Committee based on political affiliations, financial irregularities in purchase of necessary fertilizers and equipments for processing cotton, and failure to operate industries based on cotton have led to the situation where cotton farming is at the verge of collapsing in Nepal. A library has been established in district prison Jumla. The library has been instituted in the jail of Karnali province with the objective of transforming the lives of the inmates. Police in Karnali province began the book campaign in the jail. Police have said that the campaign, which kicked off in Jumla, would be carried out in all 10 districts of Karnali. More than 700 books have been collected at the library established in Jumla prison. Public had expected to get services from their own place after the formation of the local level governments. In this context, we had asked the service seekers at Ritikot Rural Municipality about their take on the service delivery they have been experiencing. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
पहिला त्यति कर्मचारीहरु कम भएको कारणले अलि फर्किनु पर्ने समस्याहरु हुन्थ्यो है अहिले चाहिँ कर्मचारी अलि बढी छ है त्यति समस्याहरु आउँदैन
बसेसरी सम्बन्धी लिन आएको यहाँ चाहिँ नि हाम्रो सचिवले बोलाउनु भएको न छिटो हुन्छ तपाईको काम एकै दिनमा हुन्छ आउनबित्तिकै हुन्छ भनेर भन्नुभयो
गाउँ सरकारको एउटा प्रतिनिधि भएको हिसाबले अनि सहज वातावरण बनेको महसुस गरिरहेको छु
कर्मचारी त अलिक संख्या कमै देखिएको छ जसको कारणले गर्दाखेरि सेवा सुविधाहरु तुरुन्तै प्राप्त हुने अवस्था छैन
कृषिमा अत्यन्तै राम्रा कार्यक्रमहरु ल्याइएको छ हाते ट्र्याक्टर ड्रिल मेसिन लगायत आदि कृषिका आवश्यक सामग्रीहरु हरेक कृषकका घर घरमा पुर्याइएको छ
पहिला तानसेन जानु पर्थ्यो धेरै कामहरु गर्नको लागि तर अहिले यहाँ गाउँपालिकामै सकिन्छ
It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
The question is, what is your take on the government doctors resorting to protest by halting all outpatient services? Your options are A. Impunity, B. Prevalence of anarchy, and C. Genuine demands. The voting is on. You can type NEWS, select your option A, B or C, and then send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. With this, let us move on to the sports news.
Sports news.
Watford has made it to the grand finale of the FA Cup after 35 years. Watford secured an enthralling 3-2 win against Wolves in the semi-final match, which was played last night. Watford found themselves 2 goals behind before they made an exciting comeback. Matt Doherty put Wolves ahead in the 36th minute, while Raul Jimenez doubled their lead in the 62nd minute. However, Gerard Deulofeu pulled one back in the 79th minute before Troy Deeney converted a penalty in the fag end of the match to equalize the fixture at 2-2, and the match headed to additional extra time. Deulofeu scored his personal second in the 104th minute to seal the dramatic 3-2 win for Watford. The win means Watford have made it to the FA Cup finale after 1984. Watford will play against Manchester City in the title decider on the 18th of May. City had seen off Brighton to secure their berth in the final showdown. Arsenal have failed to capitalise on their opportunity to climb to the third spot in the English Premier League table. Unai Emery's side suffered a 1-0 defeat against Everton in the EPL match which was played last night. Phil Jagielka scored the only goal of the match for Everton in the 10th minute. Jagielka was included in the squad in place of Michael Keane minutes before the match kicked off. At 36 years and 233 days, Phil Jagielka became the oldest player to score in the Premier League. Despite a poor performance in the first half, Arsenal displayed better football in the second 45 minutes of the match. However, Arsenal did not put Everton goalkeeper Jordan Pickford under pressure. In quite a sharp contrast, Everton had many chances to double their lead but failed to convert their opportunities. Arsenal's loss has further made interesting the race to the top four. Third place Tottenham Hotspurs have 63 points, while Arsenal are fourth with equal points but on goal difference. Chelsea are fifth with 63 points as well. Liverpool lead the EPL table with 82 points from 33 matches, while Manchester City are second with 80 points from 32 matches. Now, Nepal's sports sector has rarely remained out of disputes. In recent time, the association formed for players with disabilities has been engulfed in disputes. Issues that have surfaced in Nepal Wheelchair Cricket Association, which was formed just 2 years ago, has led to the players quitting the team. Nepal won the Triangular Series, which was organized by the Nepal Wheelchair Cricket Association under the Para-Olympic Committee last year. The very first Triangular Series win with victories against India and Bangladesh proved that the physically disabled athletes could exhibit their capacity if provided with chances. However, most of the players who had performed well are not in the team now. 10 players have quit the team, alleging the association president, Chultim Sherpa, of financial irregularities. Sherpa is accused of not providing 50,000 rupees in cash prize and asking 30,000 each from the 100,000 rupees of cash award provided by the government for each player. However, Sherpa denies such accusations. Sherpa has said the development of wheelchair cricket under his leadership has yet to be seen because of the sport being nascent. The National Sports Council must investigate into the issue that exists in the Wheelchair Cricket Association. Failure to do so may lead to talented players quitting the sport. That is all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will air at 11 a.m. Keep watching Kantipur Television SD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead.